Yo, Kpaceguy here. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm bringing you the new revised Echo Studio. Now, in this video, we're going to unbox this, and we're going to kind of skip past the setup and all the actions and commands and features it has, because we've done that in several different videos already on the channel, including the all-new Echo Dot 5th Gen. This video is going to be more focused on, does this sound better than the previous generation or the previous model Echo Studio? Only change that we have with the Echo Studio compared to the model before is that this one's supposed to have a better 3D effect, better audio quality, more immersive, better bass, better treble, more clarity. And so that's what we want to test today. Now, I don't have both of these side by side in this video, but I have heard the previous Echo Studio many different times. So we're going to compare it to the new Studio and see, is it any better as Amazon claims? Now, before we proceed, I do want to talk about what's in the box. Now, I always love the packaging for the Echo devices because they always put it in this really cool blue box. You get your owner's manual that comes in different languages, and then this one has a power cord that you're going to use, not a power brick like you get in the Echo Dot and the Echo and the other devices. Now, really cool, this little carrying bag, Alexa device kind of bag, that's really neat. We're going to unfold this here, or try to get this out, and the color that I chose, which is obviously the new one for the refresh, is the white model. And I really like the white with the gray. It's actually kind of gray. It's not really a white color, but it's like a matte gray with a gray grill all the way around it. And I actually really like it. I love going for the gray or the white options if I can, kind of be different compared to the white ones, or excuse me, the black ones. But same layout, same size, shape, dimensions, and everything as the previous Echo Studio. You put side by side the two, you won't tell any difference, especially if you have the black one, you will not see any differences. So it's going to carry over if you have a previous Echo Studio. Button layouts also transfer from different studio devices or other Echo Dot devices. Your command buttons on the far right, your positive and negative, so volume up and down, and then you have your mute button, so if you don't want it to hear you or accidentally make any commands, you can mute the microphones on here. Now, we have some ventilation on the front and the back, and this is going to help give some of that bass to kind of travel around the room. And then there's a firing upward speaker here to give you some of that 3D audio. Now, this claims it can do Dolby Atmos. If you're not familiar with Dolby Atmos, it's very prominent in the home theater world, where you have a lot of helicopters, bombs, thunder, anything that happens in nature above your head. This is supposed to also replicate that noise and give you that sense that things are above you, or at least bigger than they really are, which in this case is the studio itself. So I'm really ready to try this out and see if it can give me that new and improved 3D performance. Now, to add on to that, here's what this thing can do. It adapts to any location. So when you first grab an Echo Studio and you plug it up, the first thing it's going to do is initialize itself, listen to your room acoustics, and then tune itself to best fit your space. What's really cool is if you unplug this and move it to a different room or a different spot within that room, it'll recalibrate itself to give you as good of an audio performance as it can do. So no matter where you place it, it'll always recalibrate to make sure that it can hear you and that it performs really well. So that's really nice. Of course, it's an Alexa device, so you're able to control your whole home, lights, light bulbs, LED strips, thermostats, and whatever you're used to, you can do that with this device as well.
Hello. Your device is ready for setup. Just follow the instructions in your Alexa app, bringing your device online. Just a moment. Just a moment while I tune your Echo to match the acoustics of this room. Your Echo is ready. From now on, even if you move the device, it will automatically adjust to the acoustics of the new space. To experience immersive three-dimensional audio, ask me to play the best of 3D music.
So if you're a first-time Echo device user, any kind of Amazon product, you're going to go through a different setup than I did. But because I've had so many devices and I already have the Amazon Alexa app downloaded, it already set everything up for me. So it was a quick and easy breeze. I plugged it in, it found my account, found my app with my Wi-Fi enabled, and I'm done. It took me maybe 30 seconds between plug up to get it finished. But you'll have a different setup if this is your first time. Now, you guys heard that they want you to try out some 3D spatial audio kind of demos that they have kind of built in. So you can ask her to play some 3D audio, which I'm going to do, but I'm going to do that off camera because I don't want any kind of copyright issues to happen. But I will play some regular non-copyright music together so you guys can hear what it sounds like, and I'll give you my overall review.
But all the fun times we had, I'll never forget. We will always share a bond, no matter what.
Guys, I hope this snippet of music came through as good as possible on a YouTube video. I did use a stereo microphone to do that demo with, but I'll go ahead and tell you kind of my thoughts on the Echo Studio. Now, you guys can see I'm very familiar with the Alexa devices. I have all 4 of the most recent ones. This is the Echo 3rd gen, or excuse me, this is the 4th gen Echo. The one on the very far left is the 3rd gen Echo. This is the brand new Echo Dot 5th gen that we just did a review on, and we can call this the Echo Studio 2022 if you'd like to. And obviously, as you can see, this is the better sounding one out of the lineup, and it does sound a lot better than the previous generation as well. You do get a much cleaner, tighter sound, which I was very impressed with. It does kind of lose control at higher volumes. Just like all the other devices, the bass stops moving up when the volume gets too high just to protect the speaker that's inside. But it does sound really good nonetheless. Now, how about that 3D spatial audio? How was that? Well, I thought it was pretty good, to be honest with you. Better than I thought it was going to be. It does perform better than the previous generation as far as filling the room with a more 3D-like effect. It's not that great, but it is better. It is improved upon from the previous generation. Now, I have 8-foot ceilings in here. I have the popcorn type ceilings in my apartment, and so it kind of throws sound every which way, but I was able to get some sort of 3D effect. What they're doing is there's speakers all around this studio here. Your big bass driver is firing downward against this platform that kind of disperses the bass. And then this speaker on the top shoots up. This doesn't actually really do many vocals. More like pianos or thunder or lightning, things like that. The voices kind of stay here, and all the ambient effects or the band, orchestra, or whatever kind of comes up and fires towards your ceiling. And that's what gives you that 3D effect. And it does do really good. It's good that we're not putting too many voices here. We want to keep it forward so that you can still have intelligible vocals, you understand what they're singing or what they're saying, and leave all the Atmos type effects to be at the very top. Makes sense to me. So really good device. I'm very much happy with it. I honestly wasn't planning on keeping it, but it did sound a lot better than I expected. So I think I'm gonna replace my current Echo 4th gen with the new 2022 Studio, just because I love the sound quality that much better. Now, if you haven't heard this for yourself, they always have it in Best Buy on a demo. Go in and listen to it. They'll probably have a side-by-side comparison, or at least hopefully they will, so you can hear the two side-by-side, because there is a difference worth upgrading if you have one already. I think Amazon is doing the trade-in program where you can trade in your current generation Studio for a new gen and save yourself, I think, 25 or so%. So if you want to save some money and upgrade, you definitely can do that. So if you want to go to Amazon.com, you can do that better than going to Best Buy because you have to pay full retail. But I recommend going to Amazon if you have one and trading yours in for the next gen. That includes the Echo Dot and things like that of that nature. So again, really nice product. I'm going to go ahead and say it in this video that this is probably the best Bluetooth speaker that you can buy for the money. This is about, I think, $199, so $200. I don't think you can beat this. It sounds incredible. It plays very loud, lots of bass that I didn't expect. Plays really deep as well, and then it has the smart home capabilities that controls pretty much everything nowadays, including your car, your TV, your lights, whatever you have. So I think for $200, this is the best money you can buy. I don't think there's really any Bluetooth speaker near it that sounds as good and does what this can do. So that's what Kpaceguy is going to say. I'm going to stand by that because I believe that to be true. So leave me a comment down below and let me know, what device are you using right now from Amazon? Which one of these do you have? The original Echo, the 1st gen Echo, 3rd gen? Do you have an Echo Dot? What are you using right now in your home to listen to music and control your devices? Leave me that comment down below. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are not already. We will see you in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.
Say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.